many of you out there are probably still confused to this day as to why everyone calls us the vultures.
You recording?
Yes, I am.
Here, check this out.
To put it simply, we clean the dead. In real world, the vultures are known to eat corpses, right? No, we don't eat human flesh, nor we keep it. However, we do take samples of their blood to test the virus and its radiation in order to come up with vaccine, or so we hope. And since we spend most of our time examining the dead, that is why they call us the vultures. Another organization known as the Giants, well, their way of killing the dead is by dropping bombs from the sky and kill whatever's down there with the radiated gas. Except the only problem is, some of the zombies have a stronger immune system than others, and so they survive this so-called gas. And going against them is a lot harder and pain in the ass. My father was a phenomenal scientist. He was the vulture. Because he spent so much time around this toxic gas, despite of wearing all that safety gear, he eventually started to have nightmares. It started to ruin his mental health a lot. Everyone called him Private because his last name was hard to pronounce. He was Russian. You know what? Here, I recorded this when I was 8, so hopefully this will help you get to know him.
Me and my father. We sort of had a very difficult relationship. Don't get me wrong, we got along very well, and he tried to be there for me, but because of what he did, as far as his operations were, he was hardly home. Out of every 13 months, he would come home for a week or two. Then he would just leave. Again and again. I don't think he had much of a choice. And it's not to say that we never spoke outside of Linovia. As a matter of fact, every time he left to Chinaris, we always spoke over the radio.
And so I had this fish, right?
Yeah?
Well, I had it on me this whole entire time, not realizing that all these wolves could just smell it. So the fish, it attracted all these wolves to me. I feel so stupid, could you believe it?
Wow, you dodged a bullet on this one, man.
I thought the same thing. It's the little things that you don't pay attention to that tend to just get to you,
All right, Nikita. We gotta take you to your class.
Shit, sorry, Dad, I gotta go before they kick me out.
Ah, Nikita, how many times I got to tell you? Watch your mouth, you little shit.
Sorry, Dad, shit's crazy out here.
Nikita.
I'm coming, alright, Dad, for real, I'm out.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, son.
Private.
Yeah, I'm here.
Don't forget to grab that sample while you're at it.
Yes, I remember. Let me change real quick, okay? Give me a few, and I'll get right on it, alright, boss man?
Make sure it gets done. In and out.
In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After a radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come from hiding may be evacuated to unaffected areas within a few days. Listen to your battery-powered radio for instructions and information concerning community services. Stay away from damaged areas and areas...
There were times our conversation would last over an hour or two. So I'm not saying he was a bad father. I just think he was too busy for that type of responsibility.
Myth, or perhaps a hidden reality. In 2003, civilization started to run its course. Day by day, less and less scavengers were returning back home. On November 6th that same year, 2 vultures were sent out for a supply run. It was a night operation. 2 heavily armed and well-trained vultures were supposed to return the next morning. Unfortunately, only one of them returned. According to the other vulture, his partner all of a sudden just vanished. No sound nor movement was detected in their system. Perhaps lost connection. Returned vulture could have sworn that there was no potential threat detected. But little did they know, those 2 men were trained to hunt, not to be hunted.
Gotcha. As of today's date, which is, I think March the 2nd, approximately 2:13 Eastern Time, This will conclude my 18th sample for the week. The weather is right below 50, 47 Celsius to be exact. I start to understand the climate behavior. Basically, the colder the weather is, higher the chances are for this virus to obtain its form and mutate further on.
Could you explain this for me?
Basically, in cold conditions, the virus tends to survive and spread. The heat is what slows it down, and if the heat gets out of control, it can and will kill the virus. I'm afraid it would have to be extreme condition though, sort of like a butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect. What do you mean?
The virus is currently in caterpillar effect. Trust me, you don't want to see this caterpillar turn into a butterfly.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I, comrade. But this is the world we live in.
It's a little windy out. Jesse, how's the weather looking for tonight?
There's a slight chance of rain, but it's minimal, sir.
Not bad. Not bad enough for me to cancel my supply run, huh? Copy that.
It's still recommended that you take some of that warm tea with you.
Not this morning, Jesse, alright? I appreciate your friendly reminder, though.
It's my pleasure to assist you, sir.
You know, sometimes I wish you could just look at the view and see what I'm seeing at the moment.
To my knowledge, I do see what you see, sir.
Yeah, but... I mean, experience it. Maybe the world isn't dead after all.
I'd have to disagree with that statement.
Anyways, what's on the schedule for today?
There's a major city south of here. You've gotten halfway done, which means there's still unfinished business out there. Please, be mindful of taking bacterial samples tonight. Last time you got carried away, and you've asked me to remind you next time. I'm here to inform you that next time is today, sir.
Remind me again why I'm doing the dirty work. Aren't the giants supposed to save us all, after all?
It's important that we benefit this experiment as much as we can.
Yeah. Keep telling me this bullshit. Do me a favor, activate the silent mode and play the music, will you?
Copy that. Silent mode activated. Pay close attention to your surroundings and have a safe trip to your destination.
Thank you, Justin. It is in my honors to have you by my side. Fucking machine.
Sometimes things happen beyond your control, as if they have a life of their own. The choices you make, what appears to be right, seems you just have no say. As if you're a witness to your own mistakes, it's easy to play along. After you see what the choices came to be, like a storm that's passed on. Oh, the brain down the drain. Oh, the fuse, the abuse. Oh, please, storm-felled trees. Oh, the fight over who's right.
Private, are you there? Bruce,
For a second I thought I can live in peace without having this stupid radio in my ear.
we got a job to do.
I'm on it. Listen, have I disappointed you lately? All of a sudden you've been checking up on me almost daily. If I said the job gets done, it gets done. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We can't afford to ruin this, Private. You can't afford to lose this. Do you understand what I am saying?
I'm a few blocks over from the city. I'll check the hospital facility first and I will keep you updated once it's done.
What's your current status?
Excuse me?
Your current location? Private, what is it?
I'm fishing right now, gathering what's left. Haven't eaten in 2 days.
Copy. You better get going then.
Copy.
Show its use. See the sheep, they're grazing on the ridges.
How are you holding up?
What's up with you in the tower? You act disgusted every time they contact you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, I just wanted to say thank you for what you do for us. Means a lot.
Okay.
Stay safe.
You know, for a robot you ask too many damn questions. Way too many.
I'm here to assist.
Yeah, assist my ass. Things getting worse. Maybe the climate change has impacted the way they mutate. The giants completely restricted Chernobyl, so instead they drop bombs from the sky. I guess this is how they want to protect all of us, huh?
They're using specialized data that helps them track high movement in cities. And when high movement is detected, they send their soldiers to bomb those coordinates. Not such a bad idea, except it kills everything, even those alive.
Survivors.
Yes, sir.
They're fucking crazy.
Even survivors. That is why it's important that we find some protection, sir.
both of us damn well know that you weren't fishing.
Speaking of fishing, how about we get this over with? Because there's something I really want to show you.
You visited her again?
Come on, right this way.
Listen, it's the second time this week. I understand you wanted to come here to find them answers. Shit, I don't blame you. I would too. But I got family. Back home. I want to go home.
You're leaving tomorrow.
What?
I called the tower. I told them that I can manage it out here on my own. All I need to do is drop you off and that's all. Perhaps you're gonna have to wait a couple of hours before they come pick you up, but the bottom line is your job is done here.
What about you?
It'll buy me more time. Maybe I could find where the giants hide for the first time ever. Maybe do a couple of jobs for them, make them trust me, you know?
Who knows, they might not even have the fuel to come back here.
They could relocate. Every 2 years they seem to change their location, and I'm afraid there might not be next time.
Listen, you're my friend and all, but I think you're making a mistake. How about we do this the next time we fly out here? So this is how you convince them to stay here? You said that you will find their nest, which means...
Which means I will find their main supply route. Chernorus is big, which means they have the best military equipment. Yeah, in Linovia we have plenty of land and we can grow our own crops, but we have no weapons, nor we have the right technology. I mean, look at us. Only after being here for 3 fucking years, we managed to find some good supplies out here, including a very good radio.
And yet they made our survival a whole lot easier.
Exactly, comrade. Let's get the samples and get out of here.
It's already done.
Wait, what? You didn't have to do that, my friend.
While you're out there fishing, so to speak, I had plenty of time to go and do it myself.
Thank you, kindly.
Don't mention it.
Here, come over here. Take a look.
No way. They still exist.
Yes, one morning I wanted to go for a swim and saw one of them out here. Changed my mind real quick, as you can imagine.
I would too.
I look at everything that's happened in the past year or two, you know, and what fascinates me the most is the fact that no matter what you do to the Mother Nature, it will still remain its beauty one way or another. Doesn't matter what you do to it. Oh, by the way, did you know that sharks never swim backwards? Only forwards. Whatever happens, comrade, we have got to remain as sharks.
Too cliche.
I know, comrade, I know. It's the truth, though. Right here. Cooked beans never get old. Here, have some steak.
Thanks.
We would gather up right about now, you know, back at home. Tell scary stories, tell about our past histories.
You believe about the so-called ghost everyone talks about?
You mean the boogeyman, or hang on, what's the name? Oh, Babayaga. What, Babayaga?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It means a witch in Russian. But just because something goes missing doesn't mean it happened by this fucking phenomenal activity shit, you know? Shit's crazy nowadays. Look around you. Walking corpses all over the fucking place.
Yeah? What about your wife? You guys used to run together, right?
Yes. Hey, listen, it's getting late. Get some rest. You got to meet your family tomorrow, and when you're tired, you know, and this has come from as a friend, when you're tired, your personality is shit.
Hey, listen, if I said something wrong...
Get some rest then.
Alright.
Here you go, buddy. This is your stop.
You can still change your mind?
Go on, kid. Go to your family.
Best of luck to you. I'll see you back in Linovia.
I was informed that you decided to stay.
That is correct. Having too many personnel on the ground would only slow us down. One too many to worry about, you know?
Private, that's not how we do things around here.
Trust me, I'm fully aware of it. I need more time. All I ask is several more days. Can you do that for me, Matt?
I'm giving you 4 days. However, you refusing to follow my orders won't be tolerated, and I will follow the protocol and take further action.
Last year I was here. I was so close to tracking them down. If I only had more time under my belt, this would have been over with, and no man would ever have to come here ever again, risking their lives, leaving their family. For the past 6 fucking years, all I did was follow your orders. Listen to you, Matt. I understand you have hundreds of people you have to worry about and take care of. I understand. I understand we have no supplies left at home, but if I find where the giants hide and supply themselves, we could get a second chance at it. Right now we're running like shitless rats. Maybe it's time we show ourselves.
We do what's necessary to remain in one piece. I will leave you with Diego.
Diego?
We believe he already tracked them down at some point. He could do it again. He used to be a part of them until they decided to let go of him. He's the right man.
Okay, well, send him my way. We have a chat.
Bird 361 will drop him off tomorrow. I'll send you the coordinates. Stand by until further notice.
Have you tried surviving alone out here? With no company but the wildlife and the dead. Surviving the very harsh environments of these lands. Staying warm in the cold nights. Dry on the stormy days. Scrounging everywhere for supplies. Food, medicine, and of course, staying alert and wary of other survivors, not trusting anyone. When the world fell, everyone who survived in their own way was broken, so that it became hard to know who is more insane, you or everyone else. You see, most who survived succumbed to the worst part about themselves. Doing things they never thought they'd be capable of doing. Only a few remain composed. Most are just selfish men and women who take what they want, do what they will, kill who they wish, and anyone who stands in their way. Others are just broken beings who have turned to their dark side as a consequence of everything they have gone through and endured. Some just simply take pleasure on the misery of others, while others use deception to make their would-be prey lower their guard. Well, it's only a matter of time. For what is worse, a man who was born evil, or a man that through tragedy and great suffering became the worst he could ever be. It's quite rare to meet actual good people in these times, with actual good intentions. Rare indeed. Chilly outside. Not liking this weather one bit. Here, bud, I got you some batteries for our next adventure. We got some difficult days ahead of us.
Important message. The weather should clear up in 4 days.
I like that. Just a little bit longer, Mother, and you'll finally rest. There's one more thing I need to get off my chest. Perhaps right now is better than later.
Are you still sabotaging the network, or what's left of it?
Yeah, I don't need anyone to track my location. I need to keep this place as secure as possible, at least for the next couple of days, until this weather clears up.
I'm afraid to inform you, but the Giants will notice that there's something wrong with the network.
Not on my watch. The good thing about this place is that there's only a few scavengers. Before they even cross the borders, the wildlife that's out there tends to wipe them all out. I promised my mother that she would rest in peace without any disturbance, and I intend to keep that promise.
Would you like for me to set a notification?
No need. Meanwhile, I shall prepare.